Did you know that if you were a passenger in a bad car accident, you might actually have to sue the person who was in the car driving your car? But what if they were a relative or, God forbid, a parent? What happens then? Would you like to learn the answer? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Jerry Oginski. I'm a New York car accident attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. I'm shooting video outside today. It's a beautiful day here in Great Neck. I hope I'm not getting all bitten up at this hour, but I wanted to share this great information with you because it's really important. So now here's the scenario. You're a passenger in a car that gets involved in an accident and you're hurt badly. You suffer fractures. You're in the hospital. You probably needed surgery as well. Now, you think that the other driver was totally at fault and now you want to sue the other driver. But before we can do that, we also have to look to see what actions the driver of your car took to determine whether or not he or she is also responsible. Now, what if the driver of your car may be partially responsible? What if that person is a family member, a relative, an aunt, an uncle, a sister, a brother, or even a parent? What do you do in that instance? I have to tell you something. You will have no choice but to bring a claim against your parents' insurance company. And if they refuse to pay, together with the driver of the other car, you're going to have no choice but to go ahead and bring a lawsuit for compensation for the harms and losses you suffered as a result of the carelessness of the other driver, as well as the driver of your own car. Now, imagine the scenario going into court, you're trying your case, and now we have to pick a jury. Now we have to tell the jury, listen, there's something here you have to know. The person you are bringing a lawsuit against is a family member. It might be a parent. It might be an aunt or an uncle or brother or sister. What do you think the jury is going to think the moment that you tell them that information? They're going to be horrified. They're going to be very upset and very concerned that you're out simply to get money. Well, guess what? There are certain strategies that we use during the course of jury selection where we do have the scenario, but now we're very straightforward with the jury. We come right out and we tell them what's happening. The same thing occurs during opening arguments. Why? Because that's the big elephant in the room. That's the big thing that everybody needs to know. They don't understand. They see maybe you have the same last name. Are you related? Are you not? If nobody talks about it, then it becomes the big elephant in the room that nobody's talking about. In a situation like this, it is absolutely critical that we are proactive about this and we are the first ones to tell the jury exactly what's going on. Because you know what will happen if we don't? Now, when we go to trial, all of a sudden the defense attorney, when it's his turn to get up and make an opening remark, he's going to tell the jury that we've been hiding something, that we now want to keep this secret, and that here we are trying to prevent you from knowing about this. So how do you think the jury will feel at that point? That's why it is so important to go ahead and get this out in the open immediately during the course of jury selection, and again, remind the jurors during the course of opening arguments of exactly what's going on and, importantly, why. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in a car accident case when you're faced with having to bring a lawsuit against a family member. It does happen from time to time. So I realize you're watching this because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened here in New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. This is something I do every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Jerry, G-E-R-R-Y, @oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Jerry Oginski. Have a great day.